Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist. We interview the world's leading apologists to provide credible answers to curious questions.
Jason, what are some tips you would give to families who might be struggling with porn in the home? How do they deal with it?
We need to deal with it because it's getting worse. It's not getting any better. Porn's not going to go away. We can access it so easily on devices now. We're all mobile. Everyone's social. A few things. One, I would say to a man first and foremost, because this is predominantly a man issue. Even though, more stats are showing that more women are getting involved in different forms of porn, in terms of seeking it out, liking it, indulging in it. But for man first, as fathers like you and I, we got to make sure that we're leading our own lives with purity, that we're not struggling with it. Oftentimes men don't address because they're struggling with it. So we got to start with a man first and foremost, with dad. Number two is encourage parents that they have a game plan together of how they're going to approach these issues. I think it's wise in the porn world that we live in, with easy access, and again, it's not that kids are looking for porn's looking for kids.
Yeah.
And by the age of 9, over 70% of kids have been exposed to porn, and they weren't looking for it was looking for them. So they have to have a game plan. And so I think moms need to be engaging the girls, the daughters, on these issues about sexuality, etc. And dads need to be spending time with men. And then as a family, at some point, when it's age appropriate, they need to be talking about it openly. The other thing is, when you find out if your kid is in porn through asking a series of questions, we don't want to interrogate them. We don't want to feel like something's wrong with them and that we're so disappointed and punish them about it. We want to extend grace and understand and love them, but hold them accountable. And there are consequences to sin. We don't want porn to bring forth death, where they can do more extreme things that we've seen with many cases, filters, etc. People can go to our website, reshiftministries.org. We did a whole thing on social networking and on porn that they could be helpful tips for people. But it's also important to tell parents, you're never going to filter everything. But you need to have certain protocol in place about how your kids in particular, access the internet. Computers in their room with the door shut is not a wise thing, okay? Monitor them regularly as much as you can. That's not saying that you're a creeper dad or mom because you want to see their texts or you want to see what they've been on. But from time to time, you got to let your kid know that I'm going to check up on you and I'm going to talk with you and make sure that you're staying pure.